Hey, what's up, squad? Meet Cayenne, your average Joe turned money-making machine. He's stuck in this insane wealth conversion system where making money is a chore and losing it is the goal. So, what does he do? Dives into the risky gaming world, pumping out rule-breaking hits left and right. Now, he's a business prodigy, but secretly, he's just trying to watch his cash burn. Join the madness, hit subscribe, and let's roll. The story kicks off with a boy named Pei hurrying to work. He's just an ordinary guy with a regular job after college, but finds his boss toxic. Rushing to catch the train, he barely makes it as the doors close. It's nearly 9 o'clock when he signs in. During the morning, he frets over lunch, needing to find the best deal due to being low on cash. After lunch, he plays a game to unwind, but switches screens when he spots his boss nearby. Despite the boss's attempts to catch him slacking, Pei logs off promptly at 6 p.m., only to be halted by his boss demanding a presentation, which isn't due for a week. Pei stands his ground, risking his job. However, it turns out to be a daydream, and he agrees to work overtime. Later, while working late, his phone falls into the bin, activating a mysterious fortune system. Talismans surround him, and he disappears. Awakening in his old college dorm, he's confused and realizes he's back in his first year. His roommates urge him to attend the dean's class, but Pei remembers the dean never took attendance. He contemplates changing his future and seizes the opportunity to avoid a dead-end job. As Pei is on the brink of falling, his fortune conversion system springs to life, introducing himself as Richie. Richie offers Pei a startup fund of $50,000 to kickstart his journey to riches. Excited, Pei fantasizes about what he could purchase with the money. Richie clarifies that the system will periodically provide funds for Pei to invest in his company. However, Pei's profit-to-loss ratio doesn't go as planned. Losing money is more profitable. Thrilled by this unexpected twist, Pei celebrates his luck. Richie then advises Pei to register a legitimate company, prompting him to consider his options. Despite initially seeking shortcuts, Pei realizes the need for a proper business. He decides to venture into the gaming industry, viewing it as an ideal avenue for losing money due to its high risk. Unconcerned with success, he casually picks a ridiculous name for his company. Richie warns Pei not to divulge the system's existence to anyone under penalty of punishment. With a 14-day deadline looming, Pei panics about developing a game in such a short time frame. Seeking advice, he asks his friend Yang if creating a game in 2 weeks is feasible. To Pei's surprise, Yang reveals a platform filled with templates and resources, making game development accessible even for non-coders. Pei explores the platform in the library, acknowledging its limitations but deeming it suitable for his purpose. He invests $20,000 in a driving simulator template, allocates $15,000 for background assets, and incorporates basic features until his budget is depleted. With the groundwork laid, Pei focuses on designing the gameplay, deliberately opting for the most monotonous experience imaginable. He gleefully names the game The Lonely Desert Road, confident that its tediousness will repel players. Deciding to price his game at just 1 unit of currency, Pei aims for the lowest profit margin in case of a sale. Seeing no immediate buyers, he ironically feels hopeful, anticipating a profit. Pei declines when their neighbors drop by to play video games, citing a lack of sleep from the previous night. As his roommates engage in a match against the neighbors and realize they're all inexperienced players, Pei rests on his bed, content with the moment. Reflecting on his past, Pei recalls buying games he never had time to play due to work commitments. However, he now believes that losing money will lead to profit, paving the way for the life he desires without the need to work. Meanwhile, we meet Zhao, a content creator known for reviewing bad games on his channel. Struggling to secure sponsors, he comes across The Lonely Desert Road and is intrigued by its promise to provoke introspection. Despite the lack of a storyline, he begins playing. However, distractions lead to repeated crashes, frustrating Zhao. Determined to conquer the game, he views it as a test of his gaming prowess. Determined to conquer the game, Zhao invests hours of effort but struggles to progress. Just as he considers giving up, a notification teases something at the finish line, sparking his curiosity. Continuing to play, he reflects on his life, feeling a sense of enlightenment. However, upon reaching the finish line, the game mockingly congratulates him for wasting 8 hours of his life, leaving Zhao furious and deeming it a scam. Pei receives data from Richie in class, indicating 11 days until the next update. Expecting a fortune due to the lack of downloads, he overhears classmates discussing the game's viral status. Rushing home, he discovers Zhao's review catapulted it to fame. Watching Zhao's video, Pei realizes its popularity stems from its perceived boredom. Despite Yang's offer to join, Pei declines, troubled by the game's unexpected success. He attempts to discourage players from halting further profits, but the complicated refund procedure results in them allowing him to keep the money. Meanwhile, Yang, perplexed by the game's popularity, acknowledges its flaws but recognizes its addictive appeal. Pei, discouraged by the circumstances, mourns his decreasing earnings. The gaming company owner, Li, enters the scene, indifferent to Lonely Desert Road's profitability. His assistant, worried about its low price, is fired for prioritizing profit over industry domination, revealing Li's ambition to monopolize gaming. Desperate to sabotage his earnings, Pei scours the internet fruitlessly for guidance. Despite earning 70,000 yuan in his game, he only receives 700 due to the conversion rate. Richie congratulates him, but Pei remains unsatisfied, craving more profit. Richie pledges 300,000 yuan for the next round, giving Pei 30 days until the next update. Confused about spending money within business boundaries, Pei returns home. Pei joins Yang in a game called Real to lift his spirits, but their team loses, leading to blame on Yang. Angered, Pei criticizes him, realizing Yang is the key to losing his money. That evening, Pei devises a plan involving Yang, sneaking into his room while he sleeps. Yang wakes up, causing a commotion. The next day, Pei continues to shadow Yang, frustrating him. Pei reveals his substantial earnings from Lonely Desert Road and asks for Yang's help in game development. Yang agrees, impressed by Pei's ingenuity. Back in the dorm, Yang buys programming books, but Pei doubts their usefulness, preferring the convenience of online resources. Despite Yang's attempt to read, he falls asleep quickly. Excited by the prospect of his plan unfolding, Pei contemplates the next move for their game development. Aware of his company's popularity due to a driving game, he realizes the need for differentiation to avoid comparisons with Lonely Desert Road. Tempted to invest all his funds in a giant game intentionally destined to fail, he hesitates upon Richie's warning of penalties. Pei opts to venture into mobile game development, recognizing his company's unfamiliarity with mobile players. Acknowledging the popularity of card games, he aims to break the mold by creating the worst card game imaginable, diverging from the norm of emulating successful titles like Three Kingdoms. Despite Yang suggesting a cheaper approach, Pei insists on pouring all resources into crafting the best awful card game, enlisting artists to assist with character design. Over a meal, Pei encourages Yang to unleash his creativity, envisioning bizarre character transformations. Impressed, he offers Yang a position, exhilarated by the prospect of a monthly salary. Meanwhile, Li's new assistant raises concerns about Three Kingdoms, suggesting adjustments to enhance player experience. Dismissing the notion, Li asserts the game's declining popularity and criticizes Pei's company for lack of originality, attributing their choice of theme to his directive. Li terminates his employment by misinterpreting the assistant's remark as an affront to his creativity. Back with Pei and Yang, they brainstorm ludicrous ideas for their game, relishing in the absurdity. Pei scouts for novice artists to execute their unconventional designs, eager to enlist someone who aligns with their mission to fail spectacularly. Yang suggests a change the next day, turning the characters into girls. However, Pei shoots down the idea, fearing it might make the game unexpectedly successful. He stresses the importance of preserving the character's uniqueness. Though Yang initially agrees, tensions rise during a boat ride when Pei opposes hiring a talented artist, secretly hoping for the game to fail. Their argument leads to the boat capsizing due to the heightened emotions. After rescuing their guide, Pei shares his discovery of an artist specializing in chibi characters. He convinces Yang that hiring this artist could give their game a distinct style. Yang requests contact details from Pei, leading to a video call with the artist Jin. They negotiate terms, with Pei covertly instructing Yang to keep a close eye on Jin to hinder the designs. Considering pricing strategies, Pei contemplates setting the game at a low price of 10 yuan and offering a lifetime membership with unlimited draws to deter potential players. In his search for a template, he comes across a poorly executed Three Kingdoms imitation, which he considers using. Realizing the game's subpar quality, Pei decides to purchase it. Meanwhile, Jin meets with his team, who express doubts about the project's viability due to nonsensical descriptions of its characters. Despite suspicions of a scam, Jin reveals the client's upfront payment and stresses the creative freedom afforded them. Encouraged by this, the team commits to delivering their best work. Jin proposes adhering to his unique style to enhance the characters, though the team admits unfamiliarity with it. Deciding to oversee the designs personally while delegating finishing touches, he emphasizes the importance of achieving excellence. With dedication, the team completes the project ahead of schedule. At the dorm, Yang informs Pei that Jin has finished the designs, but Pei brushes off the offer to review them, trusting Yang to handle any potential issues. They contemplate the game's name, settling on Phantom General before retiring for the night. The next day, Yang confirms the absence of bugs in the game, signaling its readiness for launch. Pei directs Yang to upload it, suggesting marketing it as a standard card game. While Yang questions the strategy, suspecting reverse psychology, Pei aims to lose money to maximize profit. Alright fam, that's a wrap for today's wild ride with Pei Cayenne. If you dug the vibe, hit like and subscribe for more epic content. Drop your thoughts in the comments cause we love hearing from you. Stay bold, stay hustlin', and catch you in the next one. Peace out.